All right. I tell you what, I think NetherRealm need to go back and redo the engine from the ground up. Right? This masculine crap has got to stop. This is ridiculous, right? This is disgusting. Okay? This is, like, when you have a good look, right? When you have a good look at how these women look, actually how all the characters actually look, okay? Short of the main characters, to a degree, there is a massive discrepancy I noticed when they showed off the Lin Kuei trailer. Johnny Cage in the first gameplay reveal looks great in cinematic, but then in the Lin Kuei trailer, they are scaled right down, right? And it's weird though, because when I first saw the gameplay trailer, right? Let's see if I can pull it up. Katana doesn't look. Was it in the gameplay trailer? Let me just double check. No, it wasn't in that one. It was in the first sort of reveal of the game. Official announcement trailer, right? And, like, when I first saw this, right, I'm like, wow. I want you to have a good look. That looks very different to that. Right? Now, I know she's wearing a mask. I get that. But it's the eyes as well. Something seems really, like, off between that and that. And this is the weird part. Like NetherRealm are getting into this uncanny valley of photorealism stuff. And this is where it can start to look really jarring, because they're pushing this realism so hard that it does start to become quite uncanny valley, right? And that's pretty bad. Like that is that's pretty bad, right? So what have I got that on? Yeah, what have I got that one for? Yeah. God. Anyway. So, and like there's another shot somewhere along here. I think they're like Lee Mace walking out. Look at the faces of these dudes, man. Right? It's starting to look really like in a cinematic. See, there looks to be a massive discrepancy between Lee May's face and the side characters there, right? Massive discrepancy. They've obviously sort of put a lot more effort into like the main characters versus, and then the rest of the world suffers, which shouldn't be the case, especially in this day and age. But like you really notice it on women, right? Because of this very sort of toned down, masculinized type look. And that's why I brought up, like, with Katana. Okay. She's kind of looking a little, looks really strange. What the hell's on top of her head? Like you know what I mean? Like the hair. Let's have a look in the trailer. Let's go back to the first reveal. where she looks so different, right? So maybe it's the same height. It doesn't look the same in terms. Yeah, maybe the hair doesn't sit as high, but like she looks gorgeous here, like beautiful, right? Then you go back to this, right? Man-made horrors beyond my comprehension, and something is starting to feel a little bit like a robot. It's starting to look like an AI robot, right? It looks really off. Can't explain it any other way. It just seems really off. You know what I mean? I'm sure in-game cinematics will be okay, right? Maybe some of you fellas out there like to have your women look a little bit masculine, but I don't, right? and the funny part is, the funny part is Melina and Katana are twins. Like, they are twins, like 100% twins, right? There is no, there is no facial difference. They are identical twins, okay? That's why Melina was always such a threat, because she could kind of pose as Katana with the mask on, and then people might be fooled if she was wearing, like, a blue garb. That was kind of like, you know, that was the thing. Like, she's effing twin sister, right? But you can clearly see, like, to a degree, like, you can clearly see there's, like, a massive difference here between the faces. And then, like, further, like, you go back to here, right? She looks different here, right? And then we get, like, we kind of get the face shot here. Something's really, like, something's really strange going on, right? There doesn't seem to be any consistency when it comes to the cinematics and then in-game, and it's really bizarre. At this point with game development, right? In-game and cinematics should match, okay? There's no reason to have a discrepancy between the two now, right? It's not like good old days where they made this massive, beautiful CGI cutscene, you know, and then in game they look like putty, right? I don't know, just something you really notice it with the women, not so much the dudes, right? And this is the problem with NetherRealm, right? With the I kind of use that as a thumbnail for another video, don't worry, it's coming up, right? The interesting part, this is the interesting part, right? Baraka actually looks photorealistic, which is really interesting, right? He actually looks like photorealistic, right? Which is really cool, okay? However, he actually seems to have like he's not experiencing, I'm not saying personally, you know, but he's not experiencing the same sort of uncanny valley as what we get when we look at this, right? This almost looks like real life when you do like the human faces, because they are trying so hard for that realism. It's almost delving into uncanny valley territory, right? Almost. I mean, like, it's looking really, like, some of it's starting to look really odd, you know. So even Lee May's face, she's like, yeah, you're right, it does. It does. Anyway, guys, I'll leave it there. Let me know what you think. Catch you next time.